Welcome back to our marriage and relationship series. I'm Helen Adekemi Oni, the third person of Marriage on the Rock and Singles with Purpose. And today we are going to look at another powerful topic, which is the key spiritual warning that a marriage is suffering from lack of intimacy. Many couples think that intimacy is just physical or just emotional, but the truth is, intimacy, when it is consistently fading out in our marriage, the spirit of the marriage begins to weaken. So let's talk about the signs you must never ignore in your marriage. When you see any of these signs I'm about to say, they are actually indicating that something is not correct, that something is deficient in your home. Sign number one, a weakening prayer life. As a couple, are you constantly finding it difficult to pray together in agreement as a couple? When intimacy dies, prayer as a couple becomes dry, forced, and even non-existent. Do you know why? Because sex is like a spiritual glue. In fact, it is a spiritual glue, and emotional connection fuels spiritual engagement, spiritual agreement. So when intimacy is withheld, unity breaks automatically, and the prayer agreement becomes difficult. Where there are no oneness, when there is no oneness, there can be no corporate spiritual authority. So there is every possibility that your spiritual authority in your marriage could go into extinction because of lack of sexual intimacy. So be on the lookout for that sign in your marriage. Sign number two, growing irritation and unexplainable tension. Unexplainable irritation or constant tension. You fight over every small issues. Every molehill becomes a mountain before you. You feel distance even when you have nothing major. Nothing major has happened between the two of you. You react sharply to each other. There is no more connection. This is a sign of the bond of peace that is being broken apart in your family. When sexual or emotional intimacy is absent, I can tell you that the enemy uses every small gaps to maybe just plant strife, to plant confusion in your home. Then you have a lot of irritation, a lot of tension, a lot of disagreement, a lot of anger, a lot of explosions in your home. Watch out for this. It's a spiritual sign that sexual intimacy is not adequate. When you have so many unexplainable tension like anger, rage, and so on and so forth, it's a sign for you to look out for that something is actually not working well in your home. Sign number three, open door to spiritual attacks. Yes, a marriage without intimacy is spiritually exposed. It's as if you removed the garden, the walls of fires around you. The Bible says that do not deprive one another. It's a clear instruction so that Satan does not tempt you. So lack of intimacy sometimes in your family, in your marriage, open doors to temptations, emotional wandering, lust, external attachment, distractions, and even spiritual fatigue. When intimacy is starved, the devil sees an opportunity to walk individually and even to destroy the entire marriage. Yes, the devil can actually easily attack you. Sign number four, loss of joy and ease in home. The disappearance of joy. The home feels a bit heavy, communication becomes mechanical, laughter disappears, and everything feels like a duty. No connection at all. A marriage without intimacy slowly loses its oil of gladness. Please notice that you might lose your joy if there are no joy anymore in your family. Please watch out for it. It could be because sexual intimacy is lacking. Sign number five, it's increased sensitivity to offense. When intimacy is low, forgiveness becomes hard, and then little things will begin to hurt more. Silent battle will begin to grow more, and then old wounds reopen easily. And do you know why? Because intimacy softens the heart. Without it, heart becomes stony and easily wounded. This is a fact that you cannot shy away from. Watch out for this sign in your home. The number six sign is withdrawal from spiritual assignment. A couple that is struggling with intimacy in their marriage will easily or slowly lose strength for spiritual responsibility. You may notice difficulty in praying together, avoiding church activities, serving with heaviness, and even reduced spiritual life. The reason being that this internal disconnection kills spiritual momentum. Please watch out. The number seven sign is this feeling of loneliness even while married. One of the strongest spiritual warning signs is the sense of loneliness, living like roommates and then you sleep beside each other but feeling miles apart, and then you take every day, you talk every day, but at the same time you are not connecting. This emotional loneliness is a spiritual signal that something in your home is breaking apart, which needed your attention and correction. And I would love to add this to all I have said, that if your husband's business is no longer going well, it could be the reason that you are no longer sexually connected in your family. There could be stagnancy in your financial growth. There could be sicknesses that could attack because the walls of fire has been removed. You might have so many things that will go wrong in your family because you already removed that protection from Abba. And we have too many attacks from every realms of your life. You might begin to experience difficulty because you are in contrast with God. You are in constant disobedience to God. So when you notice any of these signs, they are spiritual. They are signaling that something is not right in your home, which needed urgent attention. All these signs are not to condemn any couple at all, but they are spiritual alarms, God's way of saying to you that something needed your attention. So intimacy is not just physical, it is the spiritual heartbeat of your marriage. So go out and watch out if your heartbeat, the heartbeat of your marriage, is still kicking, is still pumping. So marriage is designed by God to be a place of joy, a place of closeness, and a spiritual harmony. When intimacy is missing, the marriage begins to send spiritual warning signs, not to destroy you, but to guide you back to restoration. And that is why I am blessing your screen with this today. Therefore, my people, please pay attention to the signs and protect your intimacy, guard your union. Thank you for joining today's episode. See you in the next video as we continue in our journey towards stronger, healthier, and spiritually grounded marriages. May the Lord bless your home. Bye bye. Have a pleasant weekend.